Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Khan. I'm here to speak on the layoffs. Before I speak on the layoffs, I want to say something good about our schools. It is wonderful to come out to these meetings and be a part of it as a member of the community. As speakers before me who had mentioned pockets of good things that are going on in some of our schools, I would like to see that not just being pockets, but being representative of all our schools. Tonight, I'm not here to place blames or make attacks, but to give you feedback as a member of this community, as a voter, as a taxpayer. I have to say this evening, the board seems engaging to the community. Dr. Epps, you seem a little bit more engaging than before. Thank you for that. I'm very concerned about layoffs, teachers' layoffs especially. I'm here to urge you, to ask you, please, no layoffs in the classroom. Don't compromise our children's education. Don't stifle their growth. Too many of our schools are not performing. How do you suppose our school to do well or exceed when you're proposing layoffs? Reality is reality. We are in a tough financial time. This is not endemic to Jersey City. This is a national problem. Unfortunately, we have to deal with the governor we have. Maybe we'll get lucky next time around. Please consider, through attrition, how many of these teachers that receive layoff notices, how many of them could you put back in the classroom? That is a question. Through attrition, how many attrition you're having this year, how many teachers could you put back into these positions? What, layoffs? Retirements?
Are you asking the question?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't done any of that yet. There were the notices that went out, but I can tell you this. There will be, every classroom will be maintained by a classroom teacher. That's the #1 priority. What we did in the past, based on the dollars that we had 2, 3, and sometimes 4 professionals in a classroom. So in that case, we really have to look at that. Maybe that model didn't work because that model was a little expensive. But there will be classroom teachers for all of our classrooms for the very first day of school that will end.
Thank you. I have a next question. Have anyone looked in good faith at that budget to see where cuts can come besides teachers? Is administration top heavy? Is it a little bit too top heavy?
The answer to your question is that we have looked. There will be recommendations from the top down to the bottom. It's just not on that level. Those are the notices that you can do right away because they're non-renewals and they're non-tenure. Now we're going to have to look further. We will look at the retirements. We will look at every position to see if it's needed. We will look to see how we can consolidate. So the answer to your question, all these people that you see around here are doing a good job, and they are looking at that. It's not that we're not.
Oh, I'm sure everyone is doing a good job. I just would like to see a fair process. In good faith. But doing a good job is one thing, but doing it earnestly is another thing.
It's earnest.
During our campaign as a former board candidate, I want to remind the new elected members, Mr. Adamas, Ms. Arnold, and Ms. Mack, keep your campaign promises. No teachers layoffs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stone. Bruce Alston, is he still here? Bruce is gone. Monique Andrews, is she here?